ਬ੍ਰੈਂਪਟਨ ਟ੍ਰਾਂਜ਼ਿਟ ਨੂੰ ਐਕਸਪੈਂਡ ਕਰਨ ਦੀ ਗੱਲ ਕੀਤੀ ਹੈ। 3 ਲੈਵਲਸ ਆਫ ਗੌਰਮੈਂਟ, ਮਿਊਨਿਸਪਲ, ਪ੍ਰੋਵਿੰਸ਼ੀਅਲ ਐਂਡ ਫੈਡਰਲ, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਅਨਾਊਂਸਮੈਂਟ ਕੀਤੀ ਹੈ 183 ਮਿਲੀਅਨ ਦੀ ਇਨਵੈਸਟਮੈਂਟ ਕੀਤੀ ਜਾਏਗੀ ਬ੍ਰੈਂਪਟਨ ਦੀ ਟ੍ਰਾਂਜ਼ਿਟ ਕੈਪੈਸਿਟੀ ਨੂੰ ਵਧਾਉਣ ਦੇ ਲਈ, ਐਂਡ 136 ਨਵੀਂ ਬੱਸਿਸ ਜਿਹੜੀਆਂ ਉਹ ਬਾਏ ਕੀਤੀਆਂ ਜਾਊਗੀਆਂ। ਵੀ ਡੋਂਟ ਨੋ ਇਲੈਕਟ੍ਰਿਕ ਔਰ ਦੂਜੀਆਂ ਪਤਾ ਨਹੀਂ, ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਪਹਿਲੇ ਇਲੈਕਟ੍ਰਿਕ ਚੱਲ ਰਹੀਆਂ ਸੀ, ਹੁਣ ਆ ਅਨਾਊਂਸਮੈਂਟ ਆਈ ਹੈ।
ਦੇਖੋ, ਵਧੀਆ ਅਨਾਊਂਸਮੈਂਟ ਹੈ। ਟ੍ਰਾਂਜ਼ਿਟ ਨੂੰ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਕੋਈ ਵੀ ਮਿਊਨਿਸਪੈਲਿਟੀ ਅਨਾਊਂਸਮੈਂਟ ਕਰਦੀ ਹੈ, ਫੰਡਿੰਗ ਮਿਲਦੀ ਹੈ, ਉਹ ਇੱਕ ਸਵਾਗਤਯੋਗ ਕਦਮ ਹੈ, ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਜੇ ਟ੍ਰਾਂਜ਼ਿਟ ਇੰਪਰੂਵ ਹੋਏਗਾ, ਸੜਕਾਂ ਦੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਗ੍ਰਿਡਲੌਕ ਘਟੇਗਾ। ਔਰ ਟ੍ਰਾਂਜ਼ਿਟ ਬ੍ਰੈਂਪਟਨ ਵਰਗਾ ਸ਼ਹਿਰ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਕੈਨੇਡਾ ਦੇ ਟੌਪ 10 ਸ਼ਹਿਰਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਆਉਂਦਾ, ਇੱਥੇ ਬਹੁਤ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਡਿਮਾਂਡ ਹੈ। ਔਰ ਮੈਂ ਤਾਂ ਹਮੇਸ਼ਾ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਕਿ ਟ੍ਰਾਂਜ਼ਿਟ ਜੇ ਹੈਗਾ, ਜੇ ਉਹ ਅਫੋਰਡੇਬਲ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈ, ਜੇ ਉਹ ਐਕਸੈਸਿਬਲ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈ, ਜੇ ਉਹ ਟਾਈਮ ਸਿਰ ਅਵੇਲੇਬਲ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈ, ਤਾਂ ਉਸ ਟ੍ਰਾਂਜ਼ਿਟ ਦਾ ਕੋਈ ਫਾਇਦਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈ। ਸੋ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਉਮੀਦ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਇਸ 183 ਮਿਲੀਅਨ ਡਾਲਰ ਦੀ ਇਨਵੈਸਟਮੈਂਟ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਟ੍ਰਾਂਜ਼ਿਟ ਦੇ ਰਾਊਟ ਵਧਣਗੇ, ਇਹਦੀ ਅਵੇਲੇਬਿਲਿਟੀ ਵਧੇਗੀ, ਔਰ ਬਹੁਤ ਸਾਰੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਪਰਿਵਾਰ ਨੇ, ਬਹੁਤ ਸਾਰੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਲੋਕ ਹਾਈ ਇੰਸ਼ੋਰੈਂਸ ਨਹੀਂ ਅਫੋਰਡ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ, ਗੱਡੀਆਂ ਦੇ ਤੇਲ ਨਹੀਂ ਪਵਾ ਸਕਦੇ, ਗੈਸ ਨਹੀਂ ਪਵਾ ਸਕਦੇ, ਉਹ ਟ੍ਰਾਂਜ਼ਿਟ ਦਾ ਰੁਖ ਲੈਣਗੇ। ਸੋ ਟ੍ਰਾਂਜ਼ਿਟ ਦੀ ਜਿੰਨੀ ਵੱਧ ਤੋਂ ਵੱਧ, ਚਾਹੇ ਉਹ ਬ੍ਰੈਂਪਟਨ ਟ੍ਰਾਂਜ਼ਿਟ ਹੈ, ਗੋ ਟ੍ਰਾਂਜ਼ਿਟ ਹੈ, LRT ਹੈ, ਕਿਸੇ ਵੀ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਦੀ ਟ੍ਰਾਂਜ਼ਿਟ ਹੈ, ਉਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਿੰਨੀ ਵੀ ਇਨਵੈਸਟਮੈਂਟ ਅਸੀਂ ਕਰੀਏ, ਜਿੰਨੀ ਵੀ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਇੰਪਰੂਵ ਕਰੀਏ, ਦੈਟ ਇਜ਼ ਡੈਫੀਨੇਟਲੀ ਗੋਇੰਗ ਟੂ ਹੈਲਪ ਐਵਰੀਬਡੀ।
ਓਕੇ।
Good morning. I'm Sani Sidhu, Member of Parliament from Brampton South, and I will be the MC for today's event. The city of Brampton is located on the traditional territories of First Nations people who have called this land home since time immemorial. We are grateful to the original caretakers of this land who have ensured we are able to work, play, and live in Brampton now and in the future. It is a pleasure to be here on behalf of the Honourable Gregor Robertson, Minister of Housing and Infrastructure, alongside my colleague MP Amandeep Suri, Minister Prabmeet Sarkaria, Minister Graham Gregor, Associate Minister Charmaine Williams, MPP Amarjot Sandhu, MPP Hardeep Grewal, and Mayor Patrick Brown, and distinguished guests. For this important announcement, I also want to acknowledge Councillor Rod Power and Paul Vicente. I would also like to share a big thank to the City of Brampton and Brampton Transit for hosting this event here at the Sandalwood Transit Facility. Our government remains committed to building stronger, more resilient and sustainable future for all Canadians. Here in Brampton, we are proud to be supporting projects that will support greater public transit capacity, making sure more people have a convenient, reliable, and affordable means to get around their communities. To tell you more, please let me introduce the Honourable Shafkat Ali, President of the Treasury Board and Member of Parliament, Brampton Chinguzi Park.
Bonjour to them all. Thank you, my friend, for your kind introduction. It is great to be joined by Mayor Patrick Brown and my colleagues, MP Sonia Sidhu and MP Amandeep Suri, along with our provincial counterparts, Minister Sarkaria, Minister Williams, and Mr. McGregor, and MP Sindhu, Councillor Paul Vicente, Councillor Rod Power. Am I missing anyone? No, thank you. It's an honor to do this announcement on behalf of Housing Minister Gregor Robertson. Last year, more than 43 million rides were taken on Brampton Transit. Transit is a lifeline for thousands of people to see family and friends, get to work, go to school, and move around Brampton and the GTA. Transit is a lifeline for thousands of people to see family and friends. Good transit means less sitting in the car and more time with your family and friends. It also means more affordable transportation. To help with this mission today, we're here to announce that the Canada's new government is investing $73 million to buy approximately 136 new buses for Brampton. That's a great news. Round of applause. Thank you. This funding comes from the Investing in Canada Infrastructure Program, and it will expand bus services for people here in the Brampton. We're doing this because we know how important public transit is for Bramptonians. For people to succeed in their communities, public transit needs to be reliable and efficient and cost effective. That's why the federal government is supporting the city of Brampton with this investment in modern and reliable transit. It will make daily commutes easier and give people safe, accessible ways to get around Brampton. By doing this, we're also positioning Canada as a global leader in the clean economy and a clean energy superpower. Canada's new government is investing in the green transit of the future. This investment will mean more hybrid and electric buses on the road. This is one of the many steps we're taking to build Canada strong. Furthermore, between 2026 and 2036, the federal government will invest over $106 million to upgrade and modernize public transit in Brampton. Public transit is important to building communities strong. Transit keeps people and city strong and reliable. So we're investing to make it more efficient and affordable. Thank you for all being here. Together, let's build Canada strong. Merci beaucoup.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you very much, MP Sidhu, for the introduction. And it's great to be here with all of my colleagues, MVP Amarjot Sandhu, Minister Charmaine Williams, Minister Graham McGregor, as well as MP Sidhu as well, and MP Sodi, as well as Minister Shafqat Ali. It's always great when we can be together to make these joint announcements and really work to improve transit for our city. I also want to acknowledge Mayor Brown and his council. As many of you know, the team here at Brampton Transit has been phenomenal, leading the nation in transit recovery, innovative solutions, and ridership, especially during the pandemic and post-pandemic. Brampton Transit has served as one of the best transit agencies in terms of growth and in terms of service enhancement. So a really big thank you to the team at Brampton Transit and Mayor Brown, Councillor Paul Vincente, Councillor Rod Power, who have been strong advocates, whether it's getting new buses, whether it's the LRT Phase 2 project that we're going to be delivering on, or ensuring that we have more accessibility to transit through One Fare and other programs. So thank you to all of you for your leadership and for being here. Under the leadership of Premier Ford and our government, we are making historic investments into public transit. We're strengthening our economy and connecting more people across the province to housing and transit. And today we're marking a strong milestone. It's no secret that the city of Brampton is booming. It's one of the fastest growing cities in Canada, and now the third largest in Ontario. Brampton has become has some of the highest public transit ridership in Canada. And that's why today's investment matters so much for families and for workers. The funding that we're announcing alongside our federal and municipal counterparts will pay for 136 new buses for Brampton's transit fleet, including hybrid buses, electric buses that will offer a faster and more sustainable way to get to where we need to go quicker and faster. Bramptonians deserve world-class transit system that gives riders an affordable option, reliable option to get around the city. And that's exactly what we are delivering together. As I said, Brampton Transit is one of the fastest growing transit providers in all of Canada. And today we're ensuring it has the capacity to continue moving forward. Our government knows that good public transit fuels our economy. And that's why we continue to invest $70 billion over the next 10 years in one of the largest expansions of transit in North American history. Here in Brampton, we're building the Hazel McCallion LRT, an 18-kilometer line from Brampton Gateway Terminal to Port Credit Go that will put thousands of residents within walking distance of fast and reliable transit. Last year, we also were joined by Mayor Brown and our team to extend that into downtown Brampton and Mississauga. And while we're building for the future, we're also making transit more affordable for residents. The One Fare program has been a huge success for Bramptonians, making it easier for people in cities like Brampton, Vaughan, Mississauga, and across the Greater Toronto Area to get to take transit, and saving riders up to $1,600 per year. With One Fare, commuters can now transfer between the TTC, Go Transit, Brampton Transit, Durham Transit, My Way, Peel TransHelp, York Region Transit, all on a single fare. We're also moving ahead with our Go expansion program, which will deliver two-way, all-day service along Go Transit's busiest rail service and rail lines. We're advancing planning on Go 2.0, the next generation of passenger rail service, adding new Go stations and rail lines across the region. Just 2 weeks ago, we marked a historic milestone for the first time, committing to Kitchener weekend service on the Kitchener Go line, which will bring options for riders not only here in the city, but all across the Kitchener line, an option to get to Kitchener on weekends for the very first time. Today, we're delivering more dependable transit in the city of Brampton. And as a resident of this city, I'm proud of what this means for families here and across our city. My thanks to our federal counterparts, our municipal partners for their collaboration on this project as we cut gridlock, make life more affordable for workers and families, and we continue to protect Ontario. Thank you very much, and now I will pass it back over to MP Sidhu. Thank you.
It is wonderful to see representatives from all levels of government who've already been introduced many times, community partners and Brampton Transit staff come together to celebrate another milestone in our city. Brampton continues to grow rapidly, and reliable, efficient public transit is vital to supporting that growth. Strong transit systems help people get to work, school, and local businesses, while connecting our communities and strengthening Ontario's economy. As the Member of Provincial Parliament for Brampton West, I'm proud to represent a community that continues to lead the way in building a modern, connected, and sustainable city. These kinds of investments in public transit are about more than just buses. They're about improving quality of life and ensuring that every resident can get where they need to go safely and efficiently. I want to take a moment to thank my colleague, the Honorable Prime Minister Sarkaria, Ontario's Minister of Transportation, for his continued leadership and dedication to strengthening transportation infrastructure across our province. His commitment to improving transit systems in communities like ours is making a real difference in people's everyday lives. And today's announcement reflects what we can achieve when all levels of government work together with a shared vision, one that focuses on building Ontario and delivering better services for the people who call it home. Thank you once again to everyone who helped make this possible, and to Mayor Brown, City of Brampton, and Brampton Transit for their ongoing work to serve our growing community.
Well, thank you, MP Sidhu. Such a big building here. It's almost a little bit quiet, but a great day in the city of Brampton. Happy Halloween to all. I saw Minister Sarkaria's Halloween outfit already on Instagram. He looks good. Well, on Halloween, it's trick or treat, right? Well, this is a big treat for the city of Brampton from the federal and provincial governments, a treat of $73 million from the federal government, $61 million from the province of Ontario, being matched by the city of Brampton with $48 million, all for the cause of transit. Don't think if you knock at Shafqat Ali's door or Minister Sarkaria's door that you will also get a check for that amount. This is only for transit and we are elated with this news. You know, we've had a historic relationship. I think at no point in Brampton's history have we seen this much investment in transit. I think the stars have been aligned with the provincial government and the federal government that value public transit, that know this is Brampton's moment. You know, before the federal Liberal government and the provincial Progressive Conservative government, you go back 7-8 years. The notion that we would get funding for our LRT Phase 2, our third transit facility, seeing expanded go, would have been preposterous. But it's happening. Literally record levels of investment that happens again and again. Some of the media may be tired of coming to so many announcements. We're not, by the way. We welcome these checks anytime. But whether it was the electrification we had with Minister McKenna, the LRT announcement with Nate Erskine-Smith and Premier Ford, the list of funding commitments just goes on. And it really shows when you have all three levels of government working together, you can change things for the better. And we need it in Brampton. You look at the stats in Brampton, and we continue to see incredible usage of transit. This is a city that uses transit. I mean, even during the pandemic, our buses were packed because we had so many essential workers. When we do economic development pitches, and we hear from industry, they say to us, what is our access to transit? We want to make sure our employees can get to work. Transit is critical. It's a linchpin in our city. And I've said that to ATU. We got some tremendous operators that go above and beyond. Heidi, our manager of Brampton Transit, is here. She's doing a superb job. We have a round of applause for Heidi, by the way. She's the one who's going to put all this funding to good use. But in 2024, ridership in Brampton Transit exceeded 43 million trips. It's a staggering number. And as demand increases, we must enhance services. Together with this funding announcement, we're delivering more than 183 million in transit investments that will benefit Bramptonians. This 136 new buses will make a difference. The new fleet will include diesel, hybrid, battery electric, and hydrogen fuel cell electric buses, helping us reduce emissions and improve air quality across our community. It will strengthen our transit network. So on behalf of the city of Brampton, and of course I'm joined by Councillor Power and Councillor Vasante, who love Brampton Transit as well, to celebrate this partnership, to celebrate this investment. I would note to Minister Ali, I'm wearing a red tie for the federal funding today, and I'm wearing a blue shirt for the provincial investment today. We just do, in all honesty, we have a great relationship. And I've never seen all orders of government so aligned and focused on working together, and it's to the benefit of Brampton residents. At the end of the day, we all serve the same taxpayers, and when things come together like this to enhance a key public service like transit, it's a great day in the city of Brampton. We only need one more thing from our federal and provincial partners, is we need a legislative order passed to make sure the Blue Jays have to win tonight. So go Jays, go! Let's see the World Series back in Canada, and thank you to our provincial and federal partners for this investment.
So आ सके इस वीक दे सारे top headlines, top news from Canada and from across the world. If you want to see these episodes, you can watch on any of the platform of #media. So मैंने और मंगन दो इजाज़त, रब रखा.